Welcome everybody to another team match in Dota 2 where we will be having Doesn't Matter Hadwex versus the East Coast Knights. Starting us off, we had a Spirit Breaker, Nyx ban along the Omni Knight Pudge, taking out that mid lane and taking out that really annoying support. Then picked up Visage. Immediate follow-up was the Darkseer, then Nature's Prophet, and then Razor was picked up. Now, it doesn't matter Hadwex has a lot of split push now through the power of the Iron Shell and the Nature's Prophet TP. However, East Coast Knights has a lot of strong support and general attack through the power of the Razor.
10 seconds
Visage having the Soul Assumption along with the Grave Chill in conjunction with the Familiars is really good at setup and will take down people like the Nature's Prophet ahead of time, hopefully before he pops things like a Shadow Blade if he chooses to go that build. Razor, always a great person to go against most carries. Just steal the damage and be able to return that damage back to whoever he stole it from, or the supports to help kill him off faster. But we have an Invoker banned out, so that doesn't matter Hadwex cannot use Wex. And it's a strong ban up. Doesn't matter, doesn't really have a mid laner yet, and they're going to need to pick one up. They have their hard laner in the power of the Darkseer, and they might jungle the Nature's Prophet. It looks like they probably will with the current lineup that they're going. We're going to be having a jungle Nature's Prophet, hard lane Darkseer, then Bounty Hunter is banned out. This is a very good ban coming out from Wex, because if East Coast was able to take that Bounty Hunter, the amount of gank potential that they would have through the Visage Familiars and the invisibility and track would just be amazing. So a good ban. Now, East Coast Knights, they need a ban, I would imagine, on probably a carry. Banning carry, like a Riki. A Riki would be really good on Wex, giving them a good initiation along with the Nature's Prophet's TP. And then Lich banned out by Wex. So that's another good support that would have comboed well with the Visage. They might have been better in Wex's lineup, because if the Darkseer got a good back off, Lich throws his ultimate and suddenly you have bounces galore. But they'll just abandon out. Picks coming up, I'm expecting a carry. If not the third pick, it will be fourth pick. And then I'm expecting at least one support, because they have two cores in the power of the Darkseer and the Nature's Prophet. So that's their two cores, unless they choose to run a more support-based Nature's Prophet, which I don't think is going to happen. So there's another core for the Juggernaut. So it looks like it might be a support Darkseer, and the Juggernaut playing the core, unless Juggernaut's going to be their carry, which we're going to have to see this all shape. This is an interesting lineup that doesn't really show off a lot of their cards just yet. But Knights, reaction, they're going to need another core or another support. A Dragon Knight would be really nice in this lineup to have that as their mid laner, and or maybe even a Queen of Pain. The Visage comboing up with Visage nukes, comboing up with that Queen of Pain, and then the slow with the Razor. It just creates a lot of damage output. You know, they're going to be going the Vengeful Spirit, and that's another excellent pick. It's going to be a good support. They'll be able to have a solid lockdown to take down these heroes like Juggernaut, like Nature's Prophet, and then have the repositioning ability of that Nether Swap to be able to kill off those key heroes like Juggernaut, or even a Jakiro. They might be able to pick off a Jakiro to just make the team fight weaker for Wex. And in conjunction with that, Vengeful could swap and then stun. So it's a very good pickup for them. Jakiro is the next pickup from Wex, and that's going to give them great initiation as well as a solid support to be able to push lanes. And Wex has a great pushing lineup here through the power of the Juggernauts. Salve, the Ward, the Blade Fury, you've got Dual Breath, and you got the Nature's Prophet's Treants, plus the Liquid Fire from Jakiro. So there's a lot of tower melting skill, as well as plenty of split bush potential. And Doom is going to be the pick from the East Coast Knights. Strong pickup, especially versus heroes like a Nature's Prophet or a Juggernaut, who rely on their abilities to stay alive. The Juggernaut in and of himself does not have a whole lot of hit points, and until he gets maybe a Battle Fury, or maybe he goes that road of a Vanguard, or maybe even gets a Yasha, he needs some kind of items in order to stay alive. And then the Nature's Prophet, not being able to TP out or use any of any of his items, like the Shadow Blade, makes their lives even better. Bans phases are going through now, though. Nate Venomancer banned by Wex. Interesting ban. I'm not sure if it was entirely... I'm not sure I agree with that ban, because East Coast Knights, they have their 2 supports already. They really need a core, and a Venomancer really doesn't fit in their lineup yet. They need a mid laner, unless Razor is going to be that mid lane, which that's a very big possibility. It could be a Vengeful Spirit, Visage, Doom, tri-lane, unless they want to do their hard laner might be someone a little bit more, I guess, interesting, maybe someone with an escape. It's possible East Coast Knights will go a Weaver as their main carry instead of the Razor, and just have that Razor be that mid lane hero. Probably up against the Juggernaut, but Axe will be banned out. A good ban. However, Wex really has a lot of core lineup right now, and I'm not sure Axe is going to be the pickup that Wex had in mind. Just because they already have so much strength in their lineup as is. An Axe would have been good, but he doesn't. I don't think he would synergize well with the heroes that they already have. Don't get me wrong, I mean, you could vac theoretically and then Berserker's Call and then have the Jakiro, but late game, I just don't know. I don't feel like the Axe would have been that well, and they're very good in their lineup. I feel like something a little bit stronger. Like I said earlier, Queen of Pain, strong mid laner, very, very good nuke power in conjunction with the Jakiro and the Juggernaut and the Darkseer. Although they might just go for their final support, which could be maybe a Naga Siren to set up things. Or maybe they just go all out and pick the ultimate anti-push, being the Coddle. But we're just waiting on their final pick. I believe it's going to be support. Yep, there it is. Warlock. Final support, Power of the Golems. Extremely strong. We've been seeing Warlock being picked a lot more in pub matches. Certainly, he's been a more viable hero, and I believe... I can't remember which match it was I saw a while ago. I think it was Dignitas. I believe it was. One of the teams ran a Warlock Spectre lineup, and that was really the first time that I'd seen a Warlock in competitive play. I feel like that might have spurred the community to start trying out the Warlock, and he's certainly been seeing some play in these games. And he's a very strong hero. The stun from the Golems, in addition to the bonds, and then the mini heal or hurt of the curse, as well as the upheal just to slow down heroes, is extremely strong. And Crystal Maiden is going to be the final pick for East Coast Knights. So it looks like it's going to be a Vengeful Spirit, Crystal Maiden, and maybe Doom, tri-lane, with a Razor mid. Oh, no, that's not going to work. It might be Doom jungle, Razor hard lane, Vengeful Spirit mid, and Visage and Crystal Maiden taking bot. It'll be interesting to see how they lane this, because I'm really not sure how East Coast is going to lane this game, but we're going to be getting started. So we're going to start with the Radiant side. We are going to be having Ring Go-Go 2 on the Crystal Maiden. Over to the Razor, we'll have a Chug Life Chose Me. On the Razor, we'll be having Hitu Tusi. I believe that's how you say that, on the Vengeful Spirit. EGU Joker, wearing the very beautiful and terrifying looking Doom. And then finally, we're going to be having Nenga on the Visage. And over to the Dire, we'll be having Unholy on the rare Darkseer with the rare headdress. We'll be going to be having Juggernaut carrying the absolutely beautifully stylish set. Really, no, this isn't a complete set. Interesting. But for the pageant, we're going to be having Apathy Fire on the Nature Prophet, and then Ryuju, the Subterranean Sun on Warlock, and finally on the Jakiro we have Arj. Arj, I think that's how you say that. He will be playing that Jakiro. So it's going to be, looks like, the way they're setting up, it's going to be a Juggernaut, maybe Warlock, Jakiro, tri-lane possibility. They're going to be checking out bot lane just to see if they can get a rune. Nope, rune will spawn top, and it will be a haste rune. that will either go to the Jakiro or it will go to the... Nope, he gives it to the Juggernaut. That's going to give him a good amount of speed boost. Not a whole lot of an advantage, but I mean, it's something. Gives him some good speed in the game. So it looks like hard lane, as we thought, is going to be that Darkseer, and then over in the easy lane, going to be with him, is going to be that Razor. A Razor, very, very strong laner versus the Darkseer. Meanwhile, over in middle lane, we're going to be having that Vengeful Spirit going up against the Warlock, who's going to have a tough time here in mid lane, because you have people like the Venge who have that bonus damage and the magic missile to be able to just hold you back. And there's an example of it, just quick harass. However, Warlock, he has the bonds to do equal harassing on the second top lane. Missed Ice Path, however, Ajir, he's going to be bursted down if he's not careful. He kind of just backs off and no harm, no foul, but you got to be careful. Visage chose to level Grave Chill first. I believe that might have been a bit of a mistake. I personally am a huge fan of Visage, wish he was played more. However, I personally, my philosophy, think that you should level Soul Assumption first, just so you can get that big nuke out there. And the Strafe Shield doesn't quite do a whole lot until later on in the game. But it's a personal choice. Hopefully it'll work out for him. And he does choose to level that Soul Assumption right afterwards. But currently in the CS board, Warlock is leading with Doom, with the jungling Doom, who's right behind him. And it's going to be interesting to see how this game shapes up. I personally hate Doom with a passion, at least fighting against him. If you have a good Doom on your team, then it makes life so much easier. However, playing against Doom is just absolutely infuriating. But Warlock finds a DD rune up top. That's going to give him even more harass than he already does. So it's going to be, this Venge is having a real problem in this lane. As you can see, only 1-0 for a 7-6. I was not anticipating this from the Vengeful Spirit. I think her ability choice might have been what it was. She went for that Magic Missile instead of the Vengeance Aura. And you need that aura for not only last hits, but just for helping the creeps push lane. However, she might not have been wanting to push lane. That might have been why she did it. But still, just having that stun and not that bonus damage makes it very challenging for you to get any real last hits. But Chug Life, he's going to be just picking away at this creep wave. But he's not been doing too badly for himself. He's 3-1 right now. However, he's getting crushed by this Darkseer. He's 13-0 at the currently. And Razor, he went for a plasma build and his passive build. And well, against Darkseer, I think it's smart, because Darkseer's not really going to be using his right clicks, because he really isn't going to need to get close, because he just has his Iron Shell to do the work. So maybe not going that one. He's got 1 point in Static Link, so he'll have one piece to start draining health and draining damage, and he's going to try. Doesn't manage to take any, but he tries. You know, Soul Assumption going out. No real damage being done to the Chikiro, just mana being just used up. Visage has 2 clarity, so he should be fine. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Apathy, he's just getting up his farm. He looks like he's going for a partial fast Midas, however, it's going to be a very late Midas. But he finds the bonus of getting a regeneration rune. That's going to be very easy trance and just a continued rate of farm. Well, no blood being spilt just yet. This is a bit more of a passive game. Neither team really willing to gank. Neither team really willing to extend too far to try to get a kill. However, that may change very soon. Hang on a second, top lane. Nope. Thought I saw a life bar drop, but nothing of the sort. This Crystal Maiden doing a good job holding out, and the Visage is also doing a very good job in this lane. They're not really giving Juggernaut a whole lot of farm. Their farm is suffering for it, however, not as bad as the Chikiro. Chikiro is 1-0, whereas the Crystal Maiden, oh, hang on a second. Frozen up, slowed down, nice, double ice path, slowed him down. Here we go, Nega is going to get a first kill. No, very low, but he's not killed. And now, Nature's Prophet TPing in, and they get the first blood. Very solid play coming out from the Furion. Very solid play. Able to get up and kill off that Visage and get that last right click in. You get that early gold, and that's going to set him down that path to that Midas if he chooses to do so. Meanwhile, down bottom, still having a very rough time against this Darkseer. Razor, he's got a finished wand, I believe. Yep, he's got a finished wand. However, he's still so far behind in where he needs to be. He's currently, oh, hang on a second, mid lane. Whoa. Dived. Nope, that wasn't a dive, that was the Bonds. He was able to kill off the Vengeful Spirit. This game is not going in favor. Speaking of which, Frozen again. He may go down again, but he's going to be spinning. Here's another, could be another kill. Yep, he gets a kill on the Crystal Maiden, and Nega, he might go down. Nega. He does die. Double kill in favor of the Dire. And this is going rapidly out of hand. They need to get a good rotation, and they need it fast, because this top lane is starting to suffer. Visage and the CM did decently well. However, the Juggernaut, he now has Omni Slash, and he's going for the carry build on this Juggernaut. He's got 1 point Omni Slash, 3 points Blade Fury, and the rest in stats. This is not going to be a heavy push slash core slash support Juggernaut. This is going to be a all-out carry Juggernaut. And this could, late game, oh hello. You're diving very far, man. Very, very far indeed. Dropped the golems as well. Didn't manage to kill off the Vengeful Spirit, who got away very low health. But hang on a second, Ice Path freezes too. Doesn't really quite have, I guess, the duration in order to kill off these two squishy supports. But do what they can. It's current gold 3,000 in favor of the Dire, almost 5,000 in favor of the Dire. So they're really starting to run away, not only in farm, but also in kills and in the gold graph and in the experience graph. At this point, BCK, the Knights, they need to gank. They need to go at least 3-man Dota and start fighting, because this is getting rapidly out of hand. This Doom, you need to come out of the forest, man. Just because this game is starting to run away. It's going to become very problematic for them in the later game. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit manages to pick up a haste rune. Just starts doing a little preliminary harass. However, this Warlock, he has not gone for any kind of bottle build, neither has the Vengeful Spirit. So they're not really able to rune control as well as they might be able to otherwise. But gonna give their best. This Doom, he's farming great. Hang on a second, freeze up on the Jakiro, Ice Path, freezes one, and he's just nuked down by the Soul Assumption, just murders him. Total cold blood. And they may go for another one. Veg Juggernaut, he's frozen, but he's spinning up. He may get another kill. Familiars being summoned, and they might get a kill on the CM. Is he going to go? Nope. Omni Slash. He gets the final kill, but however, Visage, he's chasing from behind. He doesn't have enough mana to be able to get us off of Soul Assumption, and his charges have run out. However, Juggernaut turns around, starts attacking the Familiars, taking a little initial damage. However, no sustained kill comes out of it. A little bit of overextension coming out from the Radiant side. Hang on a second, mid lane. Speaking of overextension, this Warlock doesn't even have to overextend. He can just put up the bonds and just harass down the Vengeful Spirit until he gets that kill. And this is going to be this is a massive. How many times has this Venge died? Twice. She's died twice to this Warlock. this is a situation where you need to rotate out of the lane. You need to go bot. You need to help this Razor get some farm. He's currently being out CS by double the Darkseer. The Darkseer is 40-1 versus the 17-2 Razor. And he's already got a soul ring. He already has a good amount of gold. This Razor hasn't even raw boots and a poor man shield at 10 minutes. He hasn't even finished boots yet. They need to gank this Darkseer, and they need to give him some space, because at this point, the Razor's going to be severely far. However, bring around the Rosie. They may get a kill on this Shakira. Are they going to go for it? Yep. Nice freeze. Going to hold him in place. Solid ice path. However, he's just going to back away. Hang on a second. Spin up. Going in. He may get the CM. He's going to get it. One more right click. Yep, he gets the kill. However, the Visage, he's right here. Nice double familiar stun. However, the Visage, he's going to go down straight to right clicks. And they get the kill. Nice freeze, though, and they're going to kill him. Are they going to kill him off? The Juggernaut, if he isn't careful, he's going to die. No. Healing ward is used. Stays alive. Over bot lane. Speaking of which, Razor in a lot of trouble. He'll be able to get out. Stays alive on a measly 100 health. And he has a salve, though, that'll be able to keep him alive. Oof. Out of hand, this game. Starting to heat up a little bit with these heroes. Hang on a second, top lane. There's the Macropyre. Going to be killing off that CM. She is dead. However, the Juggernaut, he's going to be killed swiftly off by the Soul Assumption, courtesy of the Visage. And meanwhile, the Golem kills off the Doom. And now the Golem will start doing damage to that tower. Quick stun on the Golem just to slow him down. However, you got to be real careful, Venge. He back off a little bit. But Prophet, meanwhile, he's got a glove of haste. Although he's getting close to finishing that Midas. However, it's going to be very, very late. But it will speed up the farm. Visage choosing to go a little bit an interesting style strategy in favor of going for phase boots rather than arcanes, going the standard route, or just saving up raw boots. He might be going, I don't know. Visage is going a very interesting build for the moment. But CM, she's got a bracer and 2 wards. She's going to be running the standard support role. Nature's Prophet back in the Radiant jungle, actually. He's a little bit behind enemy lines right now. Just placing observer wards. Make sure that his team has that vision for potential ganks. And then just continues to farm the Radiant jungle. But hang on a second. Secret shop. We got a chase going on. Ice Path doesn't hit. Only hits 1. But the Visage, he's going to be dropping low shortly. Freeze up on the Jakiro. And the CM, she's going to might die. One more last hit. Yep, there she's going to die. There's the Ice Path, and one more last hit gets her killed. However, nice stun. Slows him down. This Juggernaut is dead. And the Jakiro follows suit. However, they don't kill off the healing ward. Save the healing ward. Don't kill him off. Got a scary face. That was just a way too far as extension goes on the part of the Jakiro and the Juggernaut. However, bot lane. Here comes the TP. Razor, he's forced to turn around. He's going to have to re-engage. However, this is a horrendous idea. He's going to be coming back into the Iron Shell. However, he's keeping pace with him. However, Iron Shell damage just murders him. Just absolutely destroys him. Joker, does he have his... No, he doesn't. 40 seconds on the Doom. He's unable to kill him off. And this Doom, he's got a Midas right now. In combination with the Devour, he's going to be able to get a good amount of gold. However, he needs to start heavily contributing to these fights, because they're missing a lot of stuff. Speaking of which, CM is going to go down in about 2 seconds. Just gets easily killed by the guy. And then, hang on a second, Omni Slash going up. Joker, he's in a lot of trouble. There's a crit. And one more last hit is going to secure the kill. This Juggernaut is just getting absolutely terrifying. He's got his ring up, and he's going to be finishing a Battle Fury very, very soon. He even finds a double damager, and he's probably not going to be picking up. He's going to save that for his teammate. But good lord. These are rapidly falling out of hand for the Radiant. This Doom, he's a strong hero. However, he needs to get that Doom on the Juggernaut And even if he gets the Doom of the Juggernaut, how are you going to slow down the Darkseer, or how are you going to slow down the Jakiro, or even the big ultimate from the Warlock, who's going to be dropping that rock to just absolutely annihilate your supports? Knights, they're in a very, very hard spot right now. They're not going to be able to do a whole lot now, but they'll do what they can for the moment. Okay, going in. Are they going to try something? Yep. Grave Chill up. They're doing a decent amount of damage to this Warlock, however. He destroys that one familiar, and he's going to die. He's so low. One more right click. No, he's almost dead. Soul Assumption. Doesn't kill him, though. 100 HP. He almost dies, and the Visage dies to the creeps. Meanwhile, bot lane, they're killing off the Vengeful Spirit. This is just ganks everywhere. Constant deaths, constant harass. Speaking of which, freeze up on the Juggernaut. They catch her? Yeah, they do. Slows him down. Good crit, and they're going to get one more kill if they're able to do it. Yep, she turns around. See him, it's just annihilated. They're going to go for another one. Joker, he's coming in at a horrendous time right now. They have the Ice Path available. Are they going to throw it? Nope, he dooms up the Jakiro. Smart doom, but they're not going to be able to kill him off. Joker goes invis. And he's just going to... I mean, he really doesn't have to move. This Juggernaut can just hold position until Joker reveals himself. TP coming in, does he have... He has no form of invis detection, but they're still just going to kill him with the Blade Fury. That's four... It's a little weird committing 4 heroes to that, but... Nonetheless, they get the kill. The Juggernaut just gets bigger and bigger. He's getting so dangerous. Meanwhile, in mid lane, nice swaps, holds out the Warlock, and they just melt him. Absolutely obliterated. Takes him down. That's a good retribution kill. They're gonna be able to hopefully get some wards out of that and some much needed experience. But this game, at this point, Knight, oh gosh, really? Razor just gets obliterated by the Omni Slash. And at this point, Knights, they're in a horrendous spot right now. I don't think I really need to say that, but they are. And they need to slow down the Juggernaut. They need to hold these supports in position so they can't do anything. And it looks like they're going to be finding a team fight now. Stun up on the Jakiro. But at this point, this Juggernaut, he's just doing so much damage. He kills off the Venge, and he's going to kill off the Visage if he's not careful. Visage is going to be going down too. Meanwhile, on the back end, Sia managed to kill off the Jakiro with her ultimate. However, Juggernaut manages to get the kill. Meanwhile, back in the fight, on Holy, he just gets obliterated by the Familiars and the Crystal Maiden. Out of the Crystal Maiden, she may just die from the Fatal Bonds. Okay, let's watch it. 27, 28, out. No. No kill steal for you. Warlock gets the last hit through the power of those Fatal Bonds. That was a big mess of a team fight. However, despite how big of a mess it was, the Juggernaut didn't die, and he has a Battle Fury now. Late Battle Fury by comparison to some people like an Anti-Mage or maybe a Faceless Void or something, but he was being effective before. He's going to be even more effective now with that extra damage and the mana regen and the health regen. At this point, I would advocate probably just going straight for managed style and then go straight down the lanes and just take racks, because they have such a huge advantage right here, and they have the pushing capabilities to just knock down the racks. And there's not a whole lot Knights can do about it. They can stun them up, they can do some initial armor reduction, but they don't have those holding abilities just yet. They have the CM who can hold them in place with the Frostbite, they have that standard magic missile, and they have the Doom and the familiar stuns. However, there's also 4 other heroes that they have to worry about. They have to worry about the rock being dropped. They have to worry about the Nature's Prophet, who's going to be right-clicking them down. They have to worry about the Jakiro, who's going to be throwing out the Ice Paths and the Macro Pyres. And of course you have that Vac wall combo that everyone absolutely is terrified of. So they have their work cut out for him. However, they might just get a kill here. Doom is invis, and he gets the Doom on the Nature's Prophet. However, this is a horrendous start here. Drock is dropped, and Joker, he's just going to get obliterated. He just gets absolutely destroyed. I'm not really sure what the plan was there, but hang on, go in, wall goes up. Unholy, he might die here. They're going to get it. Yep, they get the kill, and the... Oh, wow. Hang on a second. Wow. So much happened there. I think if I think about it correctly, I think what just happened, the Golem just killed off 2 of them, and then the illusion of Razor killed off the final support. And this is going to be a full team wipe when Nenega goes down. Just gets destroyed by the illusions of Razor and Venge. His own friends turned against him. Oh, Brute, something like that. I don't know. I don't know the play. But massive loss. At this point, they might as well just go straight for tier 3. Just group up, go straight for tier 3 with the Nature's Prophet and the Juggernaut and the Jakiro. But it looks like they're going to choose to back off. Mech completed on the Jakiro, making it even harder. Oh, Juggernaut, hang on a second. He's going to start going up, but massive crit. And the Omni Slash just destroys the freshly spawned Doom. This is just getting out of hand. I mean, oh my gosh, this is just getting massively out of hand. Knights, they have to just defend a fight. The next like 2 or 3 fights, they have to fight. They have to just hold. They can't be offensive anymore, and they just can't be offensive, and they can't venture very far outside their base, because they're just going to find them, and they're just going to horribly murder them. Hang on, Ice Path had set one Macro Pyre on the Maiden, and she's going to go down in a few seconds if they're not careful. However, Jakiro, he goes down anyway, and the Warlock goes down as well. Not enough control. Crystal Maiden surviving on nothing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
The frenemy heal / damage dealer of the Warlock managed to kill her off. However, Roshan is being attempted by the Dire, and there's no vision to the Radiant that this is going on, I don't think. Yeah. No wards. Nothing. However, they're a little bit too focused right now. Shadow Blade on a Visage. Going carry Visage for this one. But they take tier 1s, but they get Nagus the Immortal. I think they'll be happy with that trade, because they still have a tier 1 in bot lane, which that's even closer to the Roshan pit. However, Vengeful Spirit, you are a oh, hang on a second, Sprout missed, and the swap, but she's not able to slow him down. Juggernaut just spinning and spinning and spinning. The Nature's Prophet just gets nuked down so quick. However, back in there, the Visage goes down just as quickly. Meanwhile, happening up with the Vengeful Spirit, Juggernaut, one more last hit, get a crit, yep, he gets it, 600 damage. However, he is in danger of going down right now, spins to get away, and he will get away. Solid plays, 2 for 2, coming out on both sides. However, I believe, oh, hang on a second, if Juggernaut dies, this is going to be a massive bonus for them. Yeah, 2 stuns and one more right click, no, he's going to turn around, yep, there he goes. Aegis popped, however, he's going to come back with the full mana and the Omni Slash. This CM needs to be extremely careful. Nope, she's going to town. Hang on a second, Ice Path. Oh gosh, she's very dead. Macro Pyre over the top. That was a little bit of buzzkill, but she's going to go down. There we go, crits on it, but Omni Slash up, and the Razor just gets obliterated. And now, Doom goes down at the back end of play. So much damage coming out from these two teams. From both teams, technically. But one team able to capitalize on it a little bit more, and now the Visage is spotted. He's not going to be killed off, however, that was a very risky move when his Invis wore off. And now they're going to be pressuring Rax. They're going to back off for the moment now. But they are so strong right now. Eagle Song completed for the Juggernaut. With this Ancients and maybe like 1 creep camp. Yep, 1 creep camp. They're going to just... He's going to start hitting so hard and have that evasion as well. And you can't stop this carry Juggernaut. He's unbelievably strong. But into each of the jungle camps, they're just going to start farming up, get that final gold, and they own this map right now. The Dire. They're not going to. The Radiant. They can't control this map. They just can't. They don't have the map presence. They don't have the hero composition. And they don't have the items in order to do it. So currently, Venge is way too far out here. She's going to die very quickly with the Juggernaut. He's going to be coming up behind. And here we go. Spins up. Is he going to get the kills? Is he going to get any kinds of crits? Nope, no crits just yet. Invis on the Jakiro. Sets up the Ice Path. and she's just going all over the place. Quick crit, and she gets annihilated. Meanwhile, back in the jungle, the Visage and the Crystal Maiden looks like they went down the two sides of the jungle. However, Doom, he gets a kill on the Warlock, and he may get a kill on the what's it called, Darkseer. He may, nope, blink dagger. You know your sports are fed when a Darkseer has a blink dagger. But one hits down the familiar. The Juggernaut, they're just going to push down this lane and just start applying heavy pressure. Sanji and Yasha somehow finished by the Razor. I'm not sure how much that's going to do, though, at this point. Gives him some decent movement speed. But he's... Oh, dude, you're charging way ahead. Juggernaut coming in from behind. Is he going to... No. Derp, no. Herpa missed that. Wasn't quite able to capitalize on that. He has a level 3 Omnislash ready and available to him. And the creep wave's going to be pushing in to take care of this last outer tower. However, Visage, he's got his invis. He's going invis. This is a bizarre Visage tactic. Because the Visage doesn't really have any right click down. Hang on a second, Grave Chill. Slows him down. He's going to back up. However, Omnislash. Here we go. He gets a big crit. They're all mixed up, and they're all going to just get obliterated. Solid vac by the Darkseer. Just holds him in place. Then one more kill. Nope, they won't get the kill. Invis on Joker, though. He's going to be looking for that final, well, just at least one kill. 5 seconds to Doom. His invis is going to wear off at the worst possible time, and he's just going to get just absolutely decimated. But he throws the Doom out. He starts going on the Nature's Prophet. The Nature's Prophet may die. Yeah, he's going to die. However, Joker, he's going to follow suit of his victim. Unless he does that, Shadow Blade out. He stays alive. However, buyback, TPing in. He's going to find no one, though. And he's going to be coming close to finishing that. He's going to be starting on that sheep stick. He's going to be he's a good amount away still. But once he finishes sheep stick, this game is just over. Because they're not going to be able to stop him. They're just going to, he's just going to hex the first guy he sees. Preferably someone like the Razor, like the Doom, and just burst him down. The Juggernaut, he's going to be going Basher. And having that bash up on the Juggernaut is going to make an even more terrifying machine than he already is. Hang on a second, jump in, slows down the Razor, they're going to start doing the damage, back, and then Crystal Maiden just gets annihilated, absolutely destroyed. However, the Dire, they're pretty clumped up, and the Warlock is going to go down. However, nice double stun, holding them out, and the Doom is going to go down. And that's a 4-man wipe on the Radiant side at the cost of just a Warlock, who got his Golem off. And they're just going to relax him at this point. They might go straight for the GG. They have the full... They have a Treant Creep Wave. Nope, GG will be called by the Radiant. Solid gameplay coming out from the Dire side. Solid gameplay. Very, very strong plays. Very strong skill. I'm very impressed. They just found their momentum. They found their stride. And Radiant, they really just died at a very strange time. They died. They laned at a very strange way. They laned a Visage and a CM in a hard lane. Two heroes that are not really meant to go to a hard lane by themselves. And the Visage going for a more core-based lineup. Something that the Visage really doesn't have the right clicks or the abilities to back up. But Dire take this match quite convincingly and get a rare item to supplement it. So, solid play coming out from the Dire. Very, very impressive play. And this is very interesting. Very interesting plays being made. But, yeah, let's continue, guys. See what else we got coming up.